Well, it's been a pretty crazy day today for Tesla. As I look today, the stock is down about 19%, 18.99%. We've had a significant drop. I made a video the other day of where I'm looking to go long. We can review that now. I marked this demand zone out right here. As you can see, price came down. This wicked right out, and the candle closed right there. Came out, closed right here. It's kind of a bullish sign. It was like, buyers were picking it up here. And overnight, the stock just tanked overnight and continued to drop during the day. We're gonna look at where I'm. If you haven't seen my previous video I break down the stock more a little bit in the supply and demand zones. This is more of an update of what's been going on and why Tesla's been taking a beating today. This came out at about 11:30 a.m. today. Nikola shares pop 53% after GM takes $2 billion stake in Tesla rival, which is 10%, I think. Yeah, General Motors has taken an 11% stake in Nikola, an electric truck maker that's challenging Tesla, which it's pretty big. Tesla definitely does have some competition. I'm not saying that Tesla is not the number one or whatever, right? I definitely would believe in Tesla more than Nikola, but this is definitely probably a huge reason why Tesla dropped today, as well as the other day when S&P came out and they announced that that Tesla was not going to be added to the S&P 500. And there's obviously a debate on why they weren't added into the S&P 500. I think maybe the reason is because it's a pretty high price. Like, look at this takeoff here, right? Like, do the fund manager, like, do they really want to be buying Tesla right now? It's kind of, it's pretty. I'm not saying this isn't a fair value or whatever. I'm just saying that, like, I'm not saying this is not a future fair value, but it's like, do they really want to be buying up here right now? Obviously, if you did, you'd be regretting it, right? So I think in the future they will obviously be added, but I just think it's a little overhyped and a little bit overbought for it to be added to into the S&P 500. And like I said, I think that eventually it will be, because Tesla is obviously a pretty big company and they've got big things cooking. So. But obviously GM, a big factor too, which I'm thinking about, is that GM's a pretty popular car company. Obviously, like one of the biggest. I'm not sure if they are the biggest, but they're a pretty big company and they're very popular, very well known. When Tesla's kind of a newer company, so I could see a lot of like boomers or other people that are a little bit older being like they would rather trust a GM electric car than a Tesla, right? Nothing, and I'm not saying that's a rational thought. I'm just saying that might be some competition for Tesla. It's like, oh, GM's got an electric truck. It looks, somewhat normal. It looks like a GM Sierra or whatever. It doesn't look like Tesla's Cybertruck, right? Like, and I'm not even saying I don't like the Cybertruck. I'm just saying, like, it's not as like an extravagant kind of car, right? And that might kind of throw people off. So I think that's a pretty big deal that GM has taken 11% stake in Nikola. And it says here, under the deal, GM will get $2 billion in Nikola stock and to engineer and manufacture the all-electric Badger pickup truck that the Phoenix-based startup first unveiled in February. Nikola will also get access to GM's Ultium batteries, and Hydrotech fuel cells, which will be used in the electric semi-trucks it is developing. So I think it's pretty big news. I don't think that this is, the end of the line for Tesla by any means. I just think maybe it's I think this is good. I'm sure the long-term investors aren't pleased, but nothing can go up forever. Everything's got to, basically we're inhaling and we're exhaling, right? We're looking for a place to go long at. And my ideal range to go long, it's in this area, this 160 right here to the 200 range. I would not mind going long, in one of these areas here, just this general area right here that I'm showing on my chart. So from about, like, obviously if price gets down here, I definitely would be buying more, but I wouldn't be scared to place a long position here for the long term, even though I do think it has a potential to react more down here in this demand zone. I'm just saying that I might take a stab at this. I'm not sure if I'm going to trade it or just long-term invest. I might take some trades in there as well as some long-term holds. What I might do is look inside this monthly, right? Let me pull this up. So what I might do is maybe I'll place, let me get this tool out. Where's the arrow? I've never really used this. So, I might place some long trades in here. Maybe prices coming in here. I might place a couple long trades for the long term, and then I'll place some long term trades in here for a long investment type hold, right, for the long run for years as well. When price comes down in here, price comes down in here. This is where buyers are clearly stepping up. So I might be looking for some little day trades in here, right? That might work out. And stay tuned. I might be going over Tesla for day trading and all that stuff. And if price comes down in here, obviously I'll look for day trades as well. I just think that this is a great buying opportunity, and I think that a lot of people should be hopping on board for the long run. And if you don't want to trade, it, and you just want to invest long term, then these pullbacks are what you want. I think right now it's almost 20% now. I think it was down 20% earlier and then it recovered a little bit, but obviously not great news for Tesla. Now we've created a couple new supply zones. I'll go to the daily time frame here. We've created another pretty nice supply zone. This has now been removed. Let me delete that. So that zone has been removed. Now we have created, let me do the magnet. Now we have created this supply zone right here, which I'll even do that. So, if you're ballsy and you want to short Tesla, and you think you've got even more room to fall, you might see, I could see, after a 20% move like this, it's kind of like, is it going to drop even more tomorrow? Is it going to recover tomorrow, like 10%? And I would not even be surprised if tomorrow was right up back here again. Maybe we'll go sideways for a few days. And then if you're ballsy and you want to take a short trade, there's your setup right there, right? I'm not saying that that's what I'm going to do. I'm just pointing out that, if you do go long, we're going to have some hiccups along the way. We're going to have a hiccup here, and we're going to have a hiccup there. This is supply, that's supply. So obviously people are selling up here. Obviously some banks and institutions have some unfilled sell orders up here that they need to get out. Even though maybe it's not a permanent sell order, maybe I'm not saying that they think the whole stock's going to go down forever and it's going to zero, but they have clients and they want to take profits, and they're definitely probably waiting to take profits in this area. I can only imagine, right? Maybe they're placing long. Maybe they've just been placing long trades down here and they're kind of just hedging, right? And then maybe when price comes back up to here, they'll fill the rest of their sell order, but at the same time, they've been going long this whole time. So I don't think this is a huge deal for Tesla. I just think, look at this explosive move. Look at this 3-month time frame here. Look at that. That's crazy. This looks, even though this was a lot too, right? That's 574% or 624%. That's huge. And that looks like nothing on this chart. This looks like, little kids playing around doing nothing, right? And then look at this. How crazy is that? This isn't going to go up forever, guys. And, this is good. This is a buying opportunity, right? Like I said, I still think it's going to go even further and maybe further down. And maybe, maybe I will even take a short up here for a shorting opportunity. But maybe I'll do that, but with the mindset of, I'm going to be looking to get long down in this area. I apologize for all my, terrible drawings too, guys. I'm not the best drawer or whatever you want to call it, but I just think that this is a good thing. I think it's no big deal. Obviously Tesla is a strong company. Maybe their profits aren't as good as GM, and maybe this is a threat to Tesla, but competition is a good thing. I think maybe this will keep Elon Musk and Tesla on their toes. It's like, oh, look at this, we have some GM that's huge, 11% stake too. That's not a joke. So maybe the competition will keep them on their toes. Maybe Elon Musk is thinking, oh, well, what can we do to get these people who invested in Nikola pop 53% today? Well, how can we get these people to maybe not sell their Nikola shares, but maybe get into Tesla again, right? And I don't doubt that the people that are going long on Nikola are the same people that are going long on Tesla. I don't doubt that. But let's go look at Nikola. Let's look at their stock. That's crazy too. That's insane. And this rally today looks like nothing compared to that, right? Look at that. That is unbelievable. Wow. So, I think it's no worries, right? It's more about just finding the buying opportunity to go long for the long term. If you want to trade, we have multiple quality zones here that we can start day trading from. And you know what? You might even be able to narrow your entry down here to such a small amount that your profits exceed just insanely high, right? So I just think all this is it's opportunity, and I've been waiting for this. I'm not buying up here. I'm sorry, like I'm not some hardcore Tesla guy. I do believe long term it's going to be huge. I'm not buying up here. I can't do that. So basically it's a slingshot effect. Something comes up, boom, it's probably going to crash just as hard. That's just reality. So anyways, if you made it this far, let me know how this video was. I'm working more at breaking down stocks, especially Tesla and stuff. And give me a subscription, and I promise I'll be going over Tesla over and over again and other stocks. Just leave a comment down below. Let me know what you want me to break down. All right, take care, everyone.